Hello, good day. Welcome to Fortunato F. Halili National Agricultural School with our continuous improvement project Edutainment. Engage, develop, and appraise towards multimedia interventions for senior high school students. Let us start our day with a little prayer. Dear Lord, make us mentally alert, O God, inspire us. As we begin our classes today, increase our wisdom and develop our character according to what is good and acceptable. Before thee and our fellow men, we ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. For our attendance, leave a like while watching this video lesson. So welcome grade 12 students with our subject Empowerment Technologies. Our subject or the topic that we have for this video is imaging and design for visual message using infographics. Principles of visual message design using infographics. We humans highly depend in our sense of sight. That's why it is said that we are visual creatures. Text information can be very detailed, but to most people, it fails to visualize the message. Showing a table of sales in a year will take time to be fully analyzed, but can be easily understood with the smart use of graphics. There are software that can be used in creating infographics. Most requires advanced knowledge and skills to make or needs internet connection to use. With the use of a proper application that we discussed earlier, Microsoft Excel that is effective, practical, and easy to learn. What's in? This module will tackle the use of infographics in improving the presentation of information. The focus will be on what infographics are and how to make them using Microsoft Excel. What is it? Infographics is the portmanteau or combination of the words information and graphics, meaning information from graphics. Graphics, pictures, and images can convey a lot of information, especially when it has context. Infographics can greatly enhance the way you present your information. Purpose of infographic. The main purpose of an infographic is to engage and to make understanding easier. Remember that infographics are not used to make documents more appealing, but the use of graphical elements that will improve how quickly and easily an idea or information is presented. Graphs and charts as infographics. Graphs and charts are a representation of data, mostly numeric, through graphics. Their uses depend on what you want to show or report. The following are some of the charts and their uses. Inserting a chart. This is an example of our steps on how to insert a chart. Go to the Insert tab. Then click here. We have the suggested here, but you can proceed to click more. And then there, you will click on the column and then click clustered column. Then this column will appear. Number 4, a drop-down window will appear in the 2D column section. Select clustered column. 5. To rename, double-click the name of the graph, then type the sale rending graph. 6. To resize, click the graph, then click and drag any of the 8 handles in the edges of the graph. To reposition the graph, click and drag the graph to the desired position. You can copy and paste the graph to other Microsoft Office application like PowerPoint, Word, and any Microsoft Office application. To copy, press Ctrl C, then press Ctrl V to paste. And in our steps on how to create a chart and creating or choosing many chart design that you want. So just click the chart that you want and then it will highlight also, but you're just going to click the chart and then the chart design tab will appear. You can choose on the chart selection on what do you want to choose and then it will show it up to you. Chart. This is an example of the sale trending graph from January to December. You can see easily how the sale goes high and low and going high again with easy looking of this infographics or the information from graphics. Bar graph. These are primarily used in comparing sets of data. They visualize the difference between values in a table and show rate of change over time. Sample of information that can be simplified through the easy use of infographics. These are the data with the year from 1945 to 2015 with its population from 70,000 to 110,000. Let's find out how we can easily show it up by the use of the chart or an infographics. How to make a bar graph. I will show you how to make a bar graph. Select the data, go to the Insert tab, you select More. These are the recommended charts. You go to the All Charts, select Column, and then select Clustered Column. Select OK. Then this is your data of bar graph. Line graph. This is an example of line graph. These graphs are used to visually represent values within a group and compare them to other groups. This is an example of line graph and I will show you how do I create this using the same data. How to make a line graph. I will show you selecting from your data. You can transpose the paste, copying and pasting this, going to this position, select the data, go to the Insert tab, go to the More options. We will have the recommended charts, all charts, and then we will go to line graph and then select line graph. Click OK. Then this is your line graph. As easy as that. Pie chart. This is an example of pie chart where you can see the representation of bigger to smaller percentage or portion of the data. These are circular, statistical, graphical representation of proportion or percentage. I will show you how to make a pie graph. Go to Microsoft Excel, select the data that you have from your Excel, go to the Insert tab, go to the More Recommended Charts, and then select Pie Graph. Click the graph that you want, then select OK. This is how to make a pie graph. That's it. Creating infographics using Excel. In your desktop, create a document named Sales Data. Always remember to save your progress by pressing Ctrl S. This is an example of our data. In your work area, copy the set of data. 3. Drag select A1 to L2. Then in the ribbon, press Insert. Then in the chart section, click the desired chart. For example, click Insert Column, Chart, or Area Chart. Note: drag selection. You drag select by clicking on the first cell, then while pressing Shift, click the second cell specified. Particularly, in this example, click on A1, then press Shift and L2. Infographic image and graphical formatting. The visual preference of people when it comes to gathering data must not be discounted. When making an infographic, specifically a graph, it is necessary, it is tailored to our target audience. In MS Excel, there are options in editing, manipulating, and formatting visual elements in our graph. In the Design Tools, 1. To access the Chart Tools, where Design and Format menu tools can be found, you must first select any graph that you want to edit. The graph like the bar graph, the line graph, or the pie graph. Then number 2, click on Design. In the Chart Styles section, click More. Number 3, in the multiple chart styles, you can choose different types of styles that can accommodate different styles, requirements, or preference. Click and explore any of each. See the differences. For the purpose of demonstration, click Style 14. We have multiple chart styles option in Microsoft Excel. As you select the graph that you have made from the data, like this from the Microsoft Excel, and you put this here from the Insert tab. Now we will click or select this, and then it will appear the chart design where you can select more of the choices that you want to choose from. This is an example of the design tool use. From the selected graph, all the design tools will appear. You can change colors. You can select whether the figure or the amount or the population is written or not. If it is color blue or any color that you want, then it's your choice. You can select there more of the design tools in the graph. How to use the chart design. So we are going to go to Microsoft Excel, select the data, go to the Insert tab. You can use this recommended charts. Then click the column, clustered column, and then you can make or select any chart design that you want. You can have plain or colorful. So we use the colorful. You can use this drop down arrow to use many color or samples that you want to use for your infographics table. So that's how easy to use the chart design in the Microsoft Excel in making infographics. It's easier as that. How to use chart design making a line graph. Select the data in your Microsoft Excel. Go to Insert tab. Then go to Recommended Charts. You can select more recommended charts. Then click the line for all charts. Select your chosen line graph, then click OK. So to make design, you can change colors. So you choose your color. So I choose orange. Then select from the drop-down arrow here. You can choose for the main cool chart for the line graph. So you can easily make a design out of your graph. So this is infographics already with your information in the graph. So for the chart title, you type the chart title population from 1945 to 2015. So that's how easy infographics is done and shown to your target audience. How to use the chart design. So we are going to go to Microsoft Excel, select the data, go to the Insert tab. You can use this recommended charts. Then click the column, clustered column, and then you can make or select any chart design that you want. You can have plain or colorful. So we use the colorful. You can use this drop down arrow to use many color or samples that you want to use for your infographics table. So that's how easy to use the chart design in the Microsoft Excel in making infographics. It's easier as that. How to transfer infographic charts to other Microsoft applications. So first, you have your data in your Microsoft Excel created, and then you have to select the data, the graph, and then Control C. Then you paste it into your Microsoft Excel. Then that's it. You can also format it with other colors and charts that you want. You can also paste this into your Microsoft PowerPoint and all the Microsoft application from the Microsoft Excel. You can create also as well into your Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, and many more. So that is how to use infographic data to make it easier and creative to look at. So this is how to make a chart design. Select from the drop down arrow here, and then that is how your chart design is. Graph the data. So for your activity, graph the data. In number one, in the Excel sheet, create an Excel document and name it ICT in the Philippines data. Create two tabs. For your number two, name the first one as line graph, the second one as pie graph. 3. In the bar graph tab, create a bar graph using the data and population data below. Number 4, in the pie graph tab, create a bar graph using the data in percentage data. This is the data that you're going to use, the population data from year 2006 up to 2016 with its population from 5 million to 44 million. The next one is its percentage data with its category, with internet and no internet with its percentage. Thank you. I hope you have learned how to make infographic from the information to graph to make the details and data information so easy to look and so creative. Thank you guys. God bless.